the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Dukes will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it back looking for help. He's out of bounds at his own 16-yard line, and he just couldn't find the corner on that return. So Minnesota's offense will get the first crack at it here. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
Powers through the defender. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Golden Gophers will punt it away on 4th down. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So James Madison's offense will get the ball for the first time. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
They go to the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, James Madison.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll bring it back. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Keene. Let's take a minute just to think about Minnesota. They had a win on the recruiting trail last week, three-star linebacker giving a verbal commitment, and getting good talent like that is what a program at this level really needs to succeed.
Yeah, this is the next step for this program, right? Continue to get talent and high school talent that can come in that they can compete with your roster right now. Those are the guys that really help you take that next step.
I think a lot of fans were hoping that this offense maybe made some adjustments considering how much they struggled the last time they took the field. And early in this first quarter, it still seems like they're trying to iron some things out, just not clicking the way they need to be.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Keene. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Moses. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Golden Gophers are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, running back on the move. Turning it on! They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. Gives it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Parks it out of the air. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll bring him to within 4. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Men, we'll have a shakeup in the MAC standings this week. Check this out. Toledo was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Rockets performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the MAC.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. To the air on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback making adjustments. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. They're working that left side. Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. A little screen to the running back. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, he's got some space. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The hand to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They got him to jump. The defense got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a first down. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Now on the move. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops. We've come to the break, and James Madison is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dukes!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick?
And he goes down back at the 1-yard line.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. So far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. On the move at the 30. Touchdown, James Madison. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. They'll see quarterback, 1 snap, put it in the end zone. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They'll He'll try to pop the draw. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there has been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Completed. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from... out into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back has it. There he goes. Past the first down marker and still running. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. They want to run this quarterback. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
Pulls it in. It's Sawyer. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Dukes come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burner. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to just figure something out.
Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. The screen, and watch out. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Let's talk for a second about James Madison. We're at the halfway point of the season. They're sitting atop the rankings. How hard is it to maintain that focus as the season goes along?
It's really tough, and that's one thing this coaching staff's really been trying to focus on is just to take one opponent at a time, regardless of where they're ranked, regardless of where you're playing. You've got everybody's attention. You're the #1 team of the country.
Got enough space. Touchdown Dukes. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that one.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Looking to throw on first down. And he is snowed under. sacked at the 7.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
Here's a return from midfield. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Direct snap. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Going to try to get it himself. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. From the 30-yard line on 1st down. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense a little too eager. That's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll go to the air. Skips away from pressure. Fakes to grab. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
Well, you always got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs. It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Intercepted to stop the threat. And they come up with a big... play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Rides the back on the option to give. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll try the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. We are just about ready to start the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working. Breaks into the open. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Give to the running back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. He now has 80 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. He might want another play. looking to throw on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Hits him in stride of the 10. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. First down for this offense. Snaps it in the shotgun. Finds a spot in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Sawyer. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Going to sling it on second down. It's complete on the right side. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Dukes can really attack on this second and short. They are going back to the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside defense.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. And the Dukes have their offense in high gear. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Welch.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Running back searching for a hole. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
When I think you're seeing the mental approach this offense is taking now. With a nice lead here late in the third quarter, they're satisfied to just run the ball and chip away at this clock. This has been a really good-looking drive. Plenty of plays. They're staying on the field. They're bleeding and ticking this clock away. Nice job there getting it done on the ground.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Touchdown, James Madison! And the stomping has commenced. The AT unit on the field. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Minnesota. field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage you would have gotten with a touchback. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. The give to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the... That time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
The give from the gun.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Off the play fake. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. Still on his feet at the 45. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Oh, better look out! He has the first and still on his feet. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Dukes! And the punishment has been extended. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Power football with the run. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
Bringing the heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Linebackers are so fast nowadays, so multiple. They can do so many different things. Not only do they play the run, but if I need you to go get a sack, I can just send one of those fast linebackers that can rush the quarterback.
He'll field the punt and take it back. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air on second down. He's got it on the move. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. The Dukes want to pick up the tempo. On the ground. And you want to talk about game tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Defense becomes even more heightened in this area of the field. You get the short yardage situations, the goal-to-go situations. I got to be dialed in. That's 2 big stops in a row by this defense, forcing a 3rd and goal, putting some pressure now on this offense.
Snap to the back. Looking for the end zone. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And, man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
Fighting off the defender. Pushes forward for a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 8. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Throws to the wideout. The short hands, it's Moses. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Really good start to this drive. They've moved the chains a couple of times. They've created some space. They'll snap it from the 36. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Golden Gophers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Here's a heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Turns it on in midfield. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he... the first down. The Golden Gophers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. The give on the option. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. A solid pickup on the scramble and slide, but there's a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Lamb. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one 3rd and long. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have to... Turning it on! He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football.
A shot toward the end zone. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Someone say run out the clock. Someone say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down.
And the Minnesota offense will take over 1st and 10.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here's a throw downfield late. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.